As Your Heart Betrays You, Part 18. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork for the opening and thumbnail image by Evenart Adam on Instagram and Tumblr. You can find a link to them in the description box, and if you haven't already, you can find the previous 17 parts in the description box as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and a comment to help the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put, "You look beautiful." Please enjoy As Your Heart Betrays You, Part 18. Marinette Dupang Chang, 21 years old. And then what? You snuggled or something? Alia. Marinette clicked off the stove light, then tossed the rag into the kitchen laundry bucket. So nothing happened? Alia said, and she could feel her stare. Not in the way you wanted it to. What's that supposed to mean? She fished in her to-go box for another carrot. He was weird. Weird how? I don't know. It's like one moment he wants me to steer clear of my ex, and the next he's all for it. You mean like a guy who spent years liking you and is torn between wanting you to be happy while also feeling like every spare glance at someone is of rejection? She sighed. 2 years ago, she might have agreed with her, but the banter was just banter nowadays, right? He hasn't flirted with me since he found out I'm Marinette. She turned to see Alia staring, a carrot rolling between her thumb and forefinger. What? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Repeat what? Cat hasn't flirted with you since finding out you're Marinette? Yeah. She blinked like she was rebooting her processing unit. Girl. What? You're hopeless. Alia, please. Marinette crossed her arms. He's flirted with me for years. I know what it looks like when he's interested in a girl. She kept her deadpan stare a moment longer, then sighed. You're right. You're the cat noir expert in this scenario, even if you can't see the forest for the trees. Thank you. Marinette returned to the stare. So? Alia patted the spot beside her on the couch. What are you gonna wear to the gala? You want me to promote the brand, don't you? Well, I am technically the brand manager. You're a lot of things. But, unfortunately, galas aren't a place you wear fix-it patches to. Marinette could hear what she was alluding to as she sat down. Operation Spots? Operation Spots on? Alia smirked. Gleeful she could say what Marinette couldn't. Although it's a shame you didn't even consider wearing one of Adrian's designs. It's not a date, remember? I know, but I'm just saying. He has a line of Ladybug-inspired dresses. May as well get one for free in exchange for the escort. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be thrilled to just give me a dress that retails for thousands of euros. Okay, but hot take, he would. I've got a Miraculous. I don't need it. Fair. Alia held her hands up in defeat. But whatever it is, we're gonna do a cheaper mock-up to sell online. Alia? No, like the pattern? Marinette narrowed her eyes. We'll talk about it. You're the best, boss. Alia planted a kiss on her cheek and stood up. Anyway, gotta run. I've got a date. Alia! Marinette's jaw dropped. The drop is today. I know, duh. That's why we're going now, so I can be back-to-back orders at the time of drop. We both know we're going to be zombies for the next 2 days. As anxious as she was, Marinette knew Alia was right. She should get her fun in now, because there wouldn't be any after the drop, regardless of if they sell out or not. But where or who would she go to for that sort of thing? Watching television would spike her anxiety, and starting an online course would irritate her if she couldn't finish it. She may as well design her ladybug dress for the gala. After 6 transformations and some oohs and ahs from the Kwamis, Ladybug stood in front of her living room mirror, giving the dress a final twirl. Magic sure was useful for stuff like this. Her high lace neckline paired with a floor-length, asymmetrical A-line cut. She'd always loved empire waistlines. "You look nice." Ladybug spun to see Cat in her living room window frame, a drink carrier in hand as he leaned against the wood. Alia must have sent him with pre-drop caffeine. "Oh, thanks." She didn't know whether to scold him for the unwarranted entry or to greet him as her cheeks drew color from her mask. "For the gala?" "Yeah." She swallowed, remembering how he reacted the night prior. "The gala." He tilted his head, then looked down. She couldn't decipher if his smirk was a happy one. "You told me about it before, remember?" "Huh?" "Adrian. You told me you were going with him before." She did? I did? Ladybug had no memory of that. "Yeah, your birthday, remember? On the roof?" She flipped through her birthday memories, confused, when she realized he meant the night before. She had, hadn't she? But she'd forgotten because of the midnight mass and the Notre Dame bells. The magic of the moment made her focus on the feelings, not their short, prior exchange. Now her cheeks burned with embarrassment from her memory, not his compliment. "Oh." Alia said. He swallowed, his tail flicking like it did when he talked about breakups or his family. This gave him anxiety? "She said it troubled you, the way I reacted. So, I wanted to clarify that it's not you. It didn't come as a surprise. Well, it was a surprise, but it's not like I found out about the not date last night. So, yeah. Marinette knew better than to laugh, but a chuckle pressed through her, escaping through her nose before she could clamp a hand over her face. "So, last night was your reaction after processing it? It made you jealous? Truly?" Cat's jaw slacked like an audition for a Bug's Landing strip, and he looked around the room as he stretched his lips into a taut smile. "I mean, even though you couldn't go in the first place?" Listen. Cat sighed and stepped off the window frame. "Had I known you'd be escorted by someone in that dress, I might have opened my availability." "But it's too late now?" Ladybug knew her teasing flirted with Banter now, but her racing heart beat her on. "What? You'd stand up Adrian Agrest for an alley cat?" "They don't call thieves cat burglars for nothing." "My lady." Cat's smile covered his prior hesitation, and her heart did the little butterfly tingle somersault thing she loved and hated. "I thought you wanted to avoid scandals." "I'm not Rapunzel. I can go out with whomever I'd like." His smile dropped as he straightened. "Go out?" Cat echoed. "No, not like Like us, I meant to be seen in public. You whisking me away from Adrian wouldn't mean we're dating, although it would be a scandal. Ladybug tumbled over her words before she could think about the weight of each one strung together, like a choker with too many beads. She'd have to wear them around her neck if he responded poorly to it. Right, yeah, of course. But, well, you can also date whoever you want. You know, Paris's beloved superhero and all that. Only if he can make a better croissant than my father, of course. Excuse me? Had he taken her joke seriously? I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Oh. Got it. You're funny. Thanks. He looked past her, reminding her of the little audience they shared. The Kwamis. Right. Thankfully, they were behaving themselves. Right? Dare she look? At least Trix was with Alia. The kids are out? Yeah, Ladybug answered before they could start trouble, helping me choose which design. I haven't seen the others. He set the drinks on the coffee table, but this one's my favorite. The breeze, warmed by the summer sun, brushed over her, making her hands clammy and heating her collarbones. Oh, thanks. It's this weekend? Yeah. Will there be enough time to go, with the lunch and everything? Yeah. She resisted the urge to wipe her palms on the skirt of her dress. Yeah, should be. Will you need help packing orders? I can swing by if you... No, and thank you for the drinks. It was stuffy in here. She needed to get out of this dress. I think I'm gonna go get changed. Oh, sure. He stood there for a moment too long before looking down and turning his back. Oh, right. He didn't need to do that. It wasn't like she had to undress or anything. She needed to detransform. And he knew who she was. She didn't need privacy for that. Oops. I'll, see you around? She said, watching his back. He took the hint, turning his head to hear her better without looking or moving his core. Sure. Yeah. Cat moved to leave the way he came, but stopped with a hand on the windowsill. But Ladybug? Yeah? He turned to look at her, and she couldn't discern his expression. You look beautiful. She laughed. Cat did a great job clearing a suffocating room. Thank you, Cat Noir. If he doesn't fall in love with you, I'm gonna beat him up. Oh, please, get out of here. Ladybug's tone echoed like laughter between them, but it was nuanced, as if she'd let herself fall for Adrian Agrest. But even if it was a joke, it was the third strike against him, the third cry of support for her and her ex, even though he wasn't up to bat. Actually, it'd been more than 3 at this point, hadn't it? She couldn't keep track. They must know each other personally, because even though Cat spent years supporting her, he'd never voice a path that would hurt her, even if she wanted to trail down it. Cat Noir and Adrian Agrest. Why did this almost feel like a teenage love triangle? Not that either one of them wanted to date her. It'd be almost comical if Adrian made a joke about her dating Cat Noir this weekend at the Gala. This weekend. At the Gala. Ladybug watched her partner go, heart throbbing in a dress she planned to wear for another man. Why did that ache her bones. Why had she fallen for him? Why couldn't she move on and date other people just like Adrian and Cat Noir did? Maybe she should get a boyfriend after all. A real one this time. Well, no. She'd done that with Luca, and although she liked him and there were problems outside of her feelings for Adrian, she'd sworn to never date a person while liking another one again. From a different angle, that's what happened to her and Adrian. She wouldn't repeat the cycle for the third time. But when Kat called her beautiful, nobody, not even Adrian Agreste, could make her feel like that. And that was a problem. Oh, how she rued her timing. If only she'd never fallen for Adrian. If only she and Adrian worked out. If only her kitty hadn't moved on. If only. If only, if only, if only. If only, and yet. Oh, how her heart continued to betray her. Thank you so much for listening. Part 19 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction, and if you're still listening, don't forget to, subscribe, hit the like button, but also leave a comment. If you don't know what to comment, put if only. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!